everybody, my name's Gale, and today we're watching the Pokemon Direct! Yeah! I've been excited for this for a while. I know a lot of other people are excited too. I'm recording this directly before the Pokemon Direct because I wanted to get out a little bit of a prediction segment, just some things that I think are going to happen in the Direct, and then I'm not going to do a recording of like my live reactions or anything for two reasons. One, I suck at reactions. I'm not a very big emoter. You probably can tell from a lot of my Let's Plays. I'm not a big screamer and toss the desk up in the air because I'm frustrated or run around in circles kind of person. I usually just stare dumbfounded and like process in my mind for a couple minutes. So it would be incredibly unentertaining for you guys. And the second reason is because I'm going to watch it with Rubber Ross on Twitch. Not like with, like, we're doing a collab or anything. More like I'm going to watch his Twitch stream, and I don't feel comfortable recording a reaction that is actually including another YouTuber / Twitch streamer's reaction or work. You know, that just doesn't seem very kosher. So... yeah, so some predictions. I think there's some of the obvious ones. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see, like, the new Pokemon Professor. Probably we're going to see some of the, whatever team is evil in this game. Maybe some things about the gyms, more about the region. Probably a couple new Pokemon. Probably a bird. Maybe the starter evolutions. Maybe probably the legendaries are going to appear, which I'm excited for all of those. Those are just like the traditional things that you see in that second, you know, showing or second blast of information that Nintendo usually gives us. So nothing strange there, but my wild card. My wild cards are one, an evolution. I'm not. Because they've done it before, they've had gens where there are no evolutions, so it's not 100% certain that they'll put an evolution in there, but I think, you know, I think it could be fun with, like, just going back to, like, some old types that would be fun to play around with, and I think, man, I think my other wild card would be something like a new playstyle. Well, no. That doesn't seem too wild, does it? Having something like a contest or a musical. Probably it's gonna have to do with playing soccer from that first trailer. So I guess that's not too much of a wild card. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do show. And afterwards, for you guys, it'll just be after I finish talking. But afterwards, I'm gonna go through the direct video and kind of just talk about anything that I saw, my thoughts, feelings, etc. and give you my reaction, but just more of a thoughtful reaction than me going. So, I will see you guys after the Direct! Hello everybody! I'm back after a brilliant 15 minutes of Pokemon Direct. Not gonna lie, nothing was what I expected at all. So let's just go through quick. I'll try to keep it quick, not talk too much, but there was some stuff to get through. So first off, just going through, oh, yes, there's this scene. One, it looks great, okay? Looks cool, Rival's cool. It's just... this. That. Oh, that made me so happy. You're just gonna fist bump your starter, just... yeah! What a beginning to any adventure. So yeah, lots of areas, Professor's Aid, New Pokemon. Let's look at those new Pokemon. So, let me move my face cam, you know, just a little bit so we can see all three of these beautiful Pokemon. I'll put myself down here where I belong. Okay, so looking at these Pokemon, I really like them. My worry always when a new generation comes out is that the Pokemon stop looking like Pokemon and start looking like weird creature amalgamations. And I had a nightmare about it last night where like Scorbunny evolved into some weird like spore animal where you try to make it look nice, but the game never wants you to have a nice looking creature. But no, these guys actually look really cool and really good. Even the snapping turtle. I'm not, usually a fan of all the Pokemon that are made like strictly just to, look cool for the guys. Just my preference on things, but it looks pretty cool. I like the flower. She's a new, I say she because it's got like cool hair petals, but it looks fairly like, it looks like it's got some features maybe from other flower Pokemon, but it's pretty unique in itself. So, and of course the woolly sheep, if it's a normal type. I love normal types. I love my normal types. So I probably will have one of these woolly sheeps on my team. They're so cute. And so more battles. Oh, they're so cute. And the trainers look so good. I am glad that some less popular Pokemon are appearing. Okay. I want to take a look at this guy. Okay, this guy is sick. Like, I'm not usually a fan of most any bird type Pokemon. Any bird Pokemon. I'm not, like, Swellow is the only one I can think of off the top of my head that I really like enough to carry it on my team for a long time. But this guy looks awesome. Look how cool he is. He's just like, he's a bird. He's a raven and a crow, which I love ravens and crows. We have some that live outside our house. And they're just like, so cool. And he looks electric, which it's a strange choice for a flying type, but I love electrics. Yes, and we've got Pokemon walking around, and from how they talk about it afterwards, I'm thinking it's Pokemon walk around in the world, but you don't catch these specific Pokemon. You still walk around in the grass and like encounter wild battles, because we've seen that in the previous video. So either it's just this specific area, or maybe it's both. Like, if they appear, you can catch them, but if they don't, or they're just like set pieces that sometimes appear and you can like watch them in the wild. Either way, they're pretty cool. I love that there's Pokemon in the world again. That was one thing when I saw the first kind of gameplay trailer that I was really sad about, was it looked like they took the Pokemon out of the world and you were gonna do normal battles, and while I love returning to normal battles, I was gonna be sad that all the Pokemon that were walking around were gonna be gone, but I like it, and I love Hippopotas, some Snowrunts, or not Snowrunts, gosh, Butterfrees, and I like the mix of Pokemon so far. Like, I love Stuffle. I'm glad Stuffle's making a return. Stuffle was great. Alright, this is where it gets intense. So, 1, multiplayer. I don't know if this quite confirms it, but it seems like you can have multiple people in like the wild outside of City Zone. which could be super cool. Like, hey, travel with your friends, because like they're shown here in the real world, so I don't know if it's just they like appear at these spots when they've like logged on so that you could see, hey, there's a group here, or if it's like in like the general wild area where the wild Pokemon, you know, are walking around and stuff, that you might see another person running around. Who knows? I hold out hope. It could be cool. And then you go in here and you have freaking kaiju raid battles, which is cool. Also, Flygon. Flygon is like one of my favorite dragon type Pokemon, if not my favorite dragon type Pokemon. So I'm excited to see him back in the game. But yeah, 4-player raid kaiju battles, which is cool enough already. And then, like, you have the Mystica power to be able to turn your Pokemon giant, which, I will say, okay, because I'm super old in quotation marks, because I'm old enough that my first games were, like, the first 3 gens, every time they do something new with Pokemon battling, I get a little iffy. I don't want them to go too far, is my fear. Mega Evolution, I think I considered it pretty cool just because it was like, oh yeah, Mega Evolution for specific Pokemon, and you can only do it once, and like it takes up your item slot. So it felt cool enough to be used in game as like, look at my ultimate power, but it wasn't like something so stupid. Like, I don't want to go all Mecha Garurumon in Pokemon. I just don't. Z moves, I got a little more scared because every Pokemon can learn a Z move. Again, it took up an item slot, but it was like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling Z moves so much. I kind of just wanted to battle regular Pokemon and maybe continue Mega Evolution is just the big thing, maybe more, but they didn't. And in this one, you get giant kaiju battles, which it's 3 turns, and it looks like it can only be done in like raids and gym battles, or specific, you know, instances. And I think if it's kept to that, I'll be okay with it. Like, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, it looks cool. I always get nervous about these sorts of things because, you know, it doesn't feel like the original Pokemon games, and that's a stupid thing to say, but I like the feel of, like, imagining in your head, like, how the battle plays out. I would have liked more, like, oh, combat has been changed to be more visual, rather than we made them giant so that they can punch each other from across the screen. But in the sense of raid battles and this kind of stuff, it is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of cool. I just don't know. I hope it's not overused. I don't want every battle to be a giant kaiju battle. But it's cool you get to do multiplayer raid battles. That is very cool. I love that. And then it turns out this isn't a soccer minigame. This is just straight up gym battles. Like, this guy's just a straight up gym leader. And then, like, you turn them into kaijus in battle. But yeah. Like, it looks cool. It looks very cool. I just worry about, like, if it ruins the feeling. And then here's our champion Leon with his Charizard, because you can't be champion unless you started with the Charmander. That's how they get to you. They bring in the Charmander. So all that is pretty cool. And we're gonna skip through them talking because mostly they just talk about what I talked about. I give any information. I like how there's like little Pokemon. Oh gosh, I'm covering it now. No, move, face. All right. whatever. I'll be here. I love how there's like little Pokemon that are just in the world as you like walk around. There's got to be cool places. It seems like this world is definitely very well put together. Like they clear, like because it's bigger, they've just gone bigger with it, which I'm excited about.
Rich personality.
Yeah, like look at this little Wynot playing like hopscotch. I don't know why a Wynot's playing hopscotch, but I'm so okay with it. Lighthouses.
The most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region.
And yeah, look at all these like interesting Pokemon from different gens that are making it in. I'm so excited that they did that. Not just one gen. My favorite gen's 3, so I'm a little sad that 3 gets underrepresented in like every game, but that's okay. That's okay. And this bird, the cool night bird, I know they gave their names, but it's gonna take me a sec to remember them. But he's like a taxi, so it takes over the fly command. So it looks like we still won't have to deal with HMs. Thank goodness. So that's cool. Be able to fly places to like past areas just like through a taxi service. So that's cool. I'm excited for that. And they can't show us anymore. I'm really sad we didn't get to see like final evolutions. Everybody, you know, they have a firefighting waiting for us, and they're just like, I don't want to show them that. We want them to be happy. We don't want to set them off with a firefighting controversy right now.
Phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant Pokemon.
Yeah, Dynamax is what they call the kaiju battles, but I'm just gonna call them kaiju battles because, okay, it's a freaking kaiju.
All new.
Yay.
Not only
Oh yeah, the multiplayer is going to be local and online.
Powerful. You and your allies managed.
So it depends, cause like I have a lot of friends that would play if we were online, cause we live states apart. So I really hope they put in a friends feature or something.
Pokemon.
But, well, knowing Nintendo, I mean, if Mario Maker 2 doesn't have it, I doubt that this is going to. But I'm happy that you can do local.
Next.
Gotta love these characters. These characters look really cool.
I
like Leon. He's a good looking champion. But he's also like clearly a character. My least favorite champion is Diantha, which I think everyone's least favorite champion really is Diantha. And it's because like she does absolutely nothing the entire game and then just shows up at the end and is like, oh, you met me once. Thanks for saving the world. Like, all the great champions everyone remembers, like your rival, Gary. I mean, he was with you the entire game. Steven Stone, my personal favorite champion, he was with you the entire game. Cynthia, she showed up periodically through the game, and especially if you play something like Platinum, like she goes through the you know, reverse world with you. So like the good champions tend to be champions who go through. Even Alder shows up at parts of the game. So when they actually bother to show up in the world, that's when you know it's like a good champion. So the fact that he like seems to have a character and like is important enough to be shown right now because he's that much of a character is really cool. Also, he's the, you know, big brother of your rival, which I think is an interesting dynamic that they haven't played around with since Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, with your rival being like the son of the like Poke Tower champion. So I'm interested to see. I mean, they kind of played around with it with Hal being the son of like the Kahuna, but this seems more like, oh, he's a star, and then your rival's over here being this kid who's already like, he's got a good look. I like his enthusiasm. I like his outfit. His outfit's pretty cool too. So, and then we have Professor Magnolia. The only name I remember other than Leon because it's a tree, and I was waiting for what tree it would be. I like the nice old grandma. Nice old grandma, I love it. She's like the queen. Nice old grandma. And then, I guess, Assistant Sonia. She's cute. Another Misty-like character. I think she'll serve a similar role to Bianca in, like, Black White too. But, I mean, I'm okay with the assistant character. And then you go, gym leaders. More kaiju battles. Milo, he strangely looks like he doesn't have a nose unless you look at him from the right angle and then you realize, oh, he does have a nose. I was like, did they just forget to get him a nose for some reason? And then, oh yeah, here we go. And the last kind of like big thing they showed in this direct. Obviously, the legendaries are Shield Dude, Shield Dog, and Sword Dog, and I am not disappointed in the least. These guys, both of them, look so cute. They're such good boys. I love how they, like, look similar. Like, they look like a pair. Not, like... Yeah. Let's look at that for a second. Oh, God. So, like, they look like, you know, they look pretty good together. And I like how they look like dogs, but like dogs from the medieval era that some awful scientist decided to melt knights with dogs for some reason. I don't know. I just like them. They're cool looking. I love like the dog Pokemon. Any beast like Pokemon is really top tier. They're not weird humanoids. I hate weird humanoid Pokemon. like give me a trash bag as a Pokemon or a pair of keys any day over the weird humanoids that like are pseudo-human but not quite human, and you're just like, Like Delphox? Nah, I don't like Delphox. Too humanoid for me. But these guys just look cool. My preference is Sword. It's tough. My brother and I used to like fight over which version we'd get, but now I can just buy both and just have both. So I probably will end up getting both. And then I'll have my Sword copy and my Shield copy for the 2 playthroughs that I am inevitably going to do. One might be a Nuzlocke, who knows? I can record on my Switch. But yeah, that's just, I love how these guys look. And their names are actually pretty cool. Zamazenta. And then the other one, I guess I missed it, but it's like something
of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta.
Zacian, yes. Like, they just look cool.
Look forward to discovering for yourself just
I just love
Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
They look so cool. They remind me, Zacian reminds me kind of a little bit of like Suicune with the like flowy ribbons on the side. And I think that's really all. Yeah, and then they revealed box art and when it was coming out, which is November 15th? If I'm correct. I think it was November 15th.
New Pokemon Adventure in the Galar 19.
Yep, November 15th. So, the box art, love. I still love these doggo legendaries. They're so good. I'm so, like, they're so good. So, my overall thoughts at the end of this direct is, as a Pokemon fan, I'm excited. It's got a lot of cool stuff that I wasn't expecting, but I'm happy it's there. It gave me some hope for some things, like wild Pokemon out in the world that I was super sad I thought wasn't going to be there, and now it is. So I think they're doing really well. I think I don't hate any of the new Pokemon so far, which is good when you don't hate something that you see immediately. I don't think they're like mediocre. I think they look like Pokemon. And I think that, you know, some Pokemon are not as decorative as others, but they certainly at least don't look like they're not, like, it's not like a sentient pillow, you know, or like they took a Kit Kat bar and made that sentient or something. So I'm happy. I am overall pretty dang happy with this Pokemon Direct. And, you know, I hope they release more information. I'd love to see more. Part of me is like, don't say too much, but the other part of me is like, I want to know everything. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna go play some sort of Pokemon for hours, but this was good. This was a good Direct, and I'm very happy with it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time we have any Pokemon news, and next time I make a video. So, subscribe if you want to see that. Or you could just like this if you agree with me that this is going to be a great Pokemon game. That works too. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!